Da wir ja nun offensichtlich drittstärkste Partei sind, kann sich diese Bundesregierung
also given the fact that it would seem that we are
warm anziehen.
the third force in the federal government, the government is going to have to dress up very warmly because we are going to hunt hard and fast to win the day. To win the day over people such as Angela Merkel in order to regain power over our country and to look after our people.
Liebe Freunde, ab heute gibt es wieder eine
Dear friends, as of today,
Bundestag.
there will once again be an opposition party in the German parliament.
Und wir werden uns wieder an die Debatten erinnern. Lang ist's her zwischen Dehler, Heinemann, Adenauer oder zwischen...
And we're going to be able to bring up debates that went on between Adenauer, Brandt and Beitzer. At the time, the German parliament played a significant role, and once again it will do so with us. We're going to push the government forward. You can guarantee we will push them in the direction in which...
Liebe Freunde, am Ende meiner kurzen Rede noch eine kleine Warnung.
My dear friends, at the end of my brief speech, I'd like to say a few words of warning. The battle is not yet over.
Uns in irgendwelche rechten Ecken zu drängen.
We're going to do everything in our power to ensure that we are going to be able to reach out loud and clear. So if you express your joy out in the streets, please do so reasonably. Please, no slogans, for example, that could come back at us like a boomerang. We need to speak a true language, a strong language in the Bundestag, but in order to do so, it's very important to listen to what I am saying. Thank you, dear friends.
Ja, auch ich möchte mich noch einmal ganz herzlich bedanken für den harten Wahlkampf, den wir gemacht haben.
I too would like to say thank you. We fought an extremely hard battle during the campaign. I would like to say that now we are seeing the beginning of a revolution in terms of political parties. It's something that began at 6 p.m. this evening. It's what I would call a normalization. And the slogan, "Refugees Welcome," was Angela Merkel's slogan. It will become the slogan of people who are far from reality. We are going to introduce a very hard line. This is what we'll introduce to the Bundestag. Once again, we'll organize debates. The Parliament's been without debates such as the ones that we are going to organize. We're going to set a clear route, a roadmap. We have a great deal of responsibility on our shoulders. Democracy in this country has suffered considerably over recent years. Democracy has now received a new thrust, because in this democracy, there are new opinions that are going to be represented, opinions that have been cast to the sidelines. So, as Mr. Gowland has just said, we will express our opinions loud and clearly using the facts. And once again, we'll see debate in our parliament. There will be diverging opinions. It's important for there to be clear voices in favor of our country and not just in favor of Europe. We want our country's voice to be heard in Europe. We will be against the policy of saving the euro. We want the euro to be a system where everyone pays for their own debts. We won't be saving any other country when it comes to the use of the euro to save different people. I would like to stress that the subject of migration will once again be on the table. And I would also like to add another point. One subject that will help us decide our future is something we will deal with in a very factual manner. how we all deal with Islam. We are in favor of religious beliefs, people being allowed to believe what they want, but we're not in favor of embracing the Islamic nature in our country. So I would like to suggest that this evening be seen as a party, but tomorrow we're going to have to get back to work and work extremely hard for our country. Well, that was Beatrice von Storch, one of the senior leaders.
Dear friends, I'd like to be brief in what I'm about to say. When I came to Berlin this afternoon, I already had a certain amount of knowledge. God knew that we were going to do well. The sky is blue above our heads.
We're just breaking away from those speeches now to recap on these exit polls, where you can see that Angela Merkel is well ahead on 33.5%, followed by the SPD on 21%. But the big headline news, as we've been hearing, is the AfD, the far-right party that's made 13%. And if that's followed up in the full results as they come in, that really will be huge, because it will be the first far-right party in more than a century to make it into the Bundestag. And clearly they're celebrating, and they are keen to make their mark on German politics.
Und jetzt bei uns im Studio Sertaç Aktan, Journalist des türkischen Teams hier bei Euronews. Er lebt in Brüssel und berichtet seit mehr als 10 Jahren über europäische Politik. Er hat auch ein Buch darüber.
So now we have a journalist from the Turkish team joining us in the studio now. He's written a book about whether Turkey will become a member of the European Union.
Good evening.
Thank you.
We just had the first polls coming in, so what is your reaction?
Well, apparently, it was expected of a CDU to get 36% on the polls. It get 33, and AfD get 13, and it was expected 10. So we know where those 3 points now came from. I mean, my view, of course. We see that there's a negative slide going from 42 to 33 now, but still leading. That was also expected.